Good. All right. We're going to start seated today, so find a comfortable position that feels right for you. You can either be on your shins or you can be cross-legged, whatever feels good. Just rest the hands on the thighs or on the knees and close the eyes down. Let the jaw relax, let your mouth relax, and let the tongue inside the mouth soften. And feel the eyelids just gently resting on top of the eyeballs. Almost feel the warmth of the eyelids. Feel a softening along the brow. And begin to notice a lengthening through the spine. So as you feel that lengthening, you might even start to move just slightly into a longer and straighter back. Perhaps you'll find a little bit more length through the back of the neck. Bring your awareness now to your belly. Take a deep breath in. Feel the belly expand. And as you exhale, feel your navel draw back towards your rib cage. And feel your core slightly engage. Keeping that feeling in the core, just let the breath return to normal. Notice where the breath sits in your body. And then keeping still that engagement through the core, you're going to start to elongate the breath just a little bit more. So you're sending the breath down towards the belly again, but keeping that still engagement. So you might find that it's a little bit more challenging to keep the core engaged with the breath still deep. Taking these moments at the beginning of the session to allow the body to get used to that feeling, to allow the muscle memory to slot into an engaged core but a long and slow breath. Because when we move through a power flow, we're going to be engaging through the core a lot, but trying to keep that long and slow breathing so the muscles stay relaxed instead of getting too tense. Breathing in deep and breathing out slow. Well done, guys. Just taking another 2 breaths here. Again, finding that length through the spine, relaxation through the jaw, engagement through the core, and a long and deep breath. Keeping that going, we're just going to add a little bit of movement so that you can still keep the focus on the core and the breath as we move. So you're going to drop your right ear to the right shoulder, let the chin drop down to the chest, and then draw the left ear to the left shoulder. We're just going to go the other way, dropping the chin down to the chest, right ear to right shoulder. Once more to the other side, chin drops down, keep the breath long and smooth. And then this time bring the head back through center. Taking it over to the other side, left ear to left shoulder, chin drops down to chest, keeping breath long and smooth, belly still engaged. Right ear to right shoulder, then take it back to chest and round to left. Last time, chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder, then bring the head back through center. Let the eyes flicker open, take the hands forwards, bring yourself into a tabletop. Just have a little wiggle of your legs if you need to. And then you're going to tuck your toes and have your knees just a couple of inches away from the ground. So this is just a more intense version of where we were seated and engaging through the core. So now you're almost forced to take a little bit more engagement. So I want you to feel that lengthening through the spine, the navel drawing up towards the rib cage, but still a long and smooth breath with your jaw and lips relaxed. Can you look down towards your hands now and press down into your first finger and thumb? Now, even though this is a relatively simple move, there's lots of stuff going on. There's lots of ways you can really get into your body and out of the mind. Take another long breath in. As you exhale, start to float your hips up towards the ceiling. You can keep the knees bent. I quite like to have the knees bent for the first round especially, just to get the length through the spine. Now notice if you've lost the engagement through the core. So can you engage the core nice and strong and keep that long and slow breath going? As you inhale, you're going to look forward towards the fingertips. Scoop your belly in, round through your upper back, and bring your shoulders over your wrists to find a plank pose. Now as you bring yourself into plank, make sure your hips are now in line with your heels and the top of your head. Keep your core engaged and keep your breath long. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to bend your elbows and just hover either at 90 degrees or at whatever angle you can get to. And then you're going to lower yourself all the way down. As you inhale, untuck the toes, scoop the belly in, shoulder blades draw down the back, baby cobra. As you exhale, press the hands down, send the pelvis back to the heels. Using your core, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Now when you're down dog, just take a little pedal out through the feet if that feels fun, or if that feels nice and juicy for your body. Juicy with a J rather than with a G. Got a person called Juicy in the room. This is dedicated to you, Juicy. Nice one, guys. We're doing exactly the same thing again. We're going to look forward towards the fingertips. Scoop belly in, roll the shoulders over the wrists. Come into your plank, just send the heels back, scoop the belly in and squeeze the glutes. Take another breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows, hover when you get to 90 degrees. And then take yourself all the way down to the ground. Roll the shoulders down the back, untuck the toes, come into your baby cobra. And as you exhale, press the hands down, send the pelvis back, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. This time finding stillness, we're just going to bend the knees so you find that length again through the spine. And then keeping that length through the spine, let your heels melt down to the ground. So the legs might stay slightly bent as you keep that length through the spine. See if you can press down a little bit further into your hands, first finger and thumb especially, and draw the shoulder blades up all the way to the lower back. Nice one, guys. Taking another breath in. A long breath out. Start to engage your Ujjayi breath if that's in your practice, keeping the breath inside the body. Next, inhale, bring the left foot to the midline of the mat, and as you inhale, lift the right heel up towards the ceiling, three-legged dog. As you exhale, scoop your belly in, bring your right knee to your nose. You're going to pause there and hover. Inhale as you take the right heel high into three-legged dog. Exhale, take your right knee over to your left elbow and twist. Inhale, take your right heel high, three-legged dog. Exhale, use your core and step your right foot in between your hands. Lower your left knee to the ground and inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, let your pelvis sink, but keep those left glutes engaged so you're still feeling strong through the core and you'll start to feel a lengthening through the front of the left hip. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, rotate with your core towards the right hand side and then open up the arms. Right arm goes back, left arm goes forwards. Then you're going to take your right hand to either the back of the left thigh or the lower back, whatever feels more comfortable. Then you're going to lift your left arm up towards the ceiling to take a stretch through the front of the left hip. Take another long breath in. Exhale, windmill the arms down to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes, lengthen back leg, peel your right foot away from the ground and send your right foot back into a three-legged plank. If this feels too much, take your right foot to the ground or take the knees to the floor. From here, bend the elbows, hover when you get to 90 degrees, keep your core drawing in, and then lower all the way down. Untuck the toes, press both toes to the ground, baby cobra. Exhale, take it back, press the hands down, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Nice one, guys. Bend your knees again, find that length through the spine, lovely. And then lengthen the heels down to the ground. So really think about the heels being heavy rather than just trying to push the legs straight. Lovely. Next, inhale, doing that on the left side. So right foot comes to the middle of the mat, left heel lifts up to three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your left knee to your nose and pause. Inhale, left heel lifts up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your left knee over to the right elbow. Inhale, left heel lifts up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot in between the hands. Lower your right knee to the ground and inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, sink the pelvis down, but keeping the right glutes engaged so you're stretching out the front of the right hip rather than putting too much pressure in the lower back. Take another long breath in. Exhale as you rotate towards the left-hand side first, and then the arms come with you. So left arm goes back, right arm goes forwards. Then left hand goes to either the back of the right thigh or the lower back. Right arm lifts up, you're taking a stretch. Another long breath in, your core is still engaged, but your breath goes deep. Exhale, wind twirl the arms down to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes, lengthen the back leg, press hands down, peel left foot away from the floor, send the left foot back into a three-legged plank. Take it through a three-legged chaturanga, and then all the way down to the floor. Into your baby cobra, slide shoulder blades down the back. And exhale, press hands down, tuck toes, lift hips, downward facing dog. Nice one, guys. If you need a bit of a rest now, you can take your knees to the ground and come into child's pose. It is warm, so, and even though we've got the aircon on, it still is warm with the doors open, so make sure you take your rest if you need it. Good, just let your belly relax for a moment. Well done. Starting to engage the core again. Looking forward towards the fingertips, bring the body up to tabletop, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Lovely, doing that all through again. Inhale, the right heel lifts up into three-legged dog. Exhale, bring right knee to nose, pause, really flow with the breath. Inhale, right heel lifts up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow twist. Inhale, right heel lifts up. Exhale, step right foot in between the hands and the left knee lowers to the ground. The inhale lifts the arms up. The exhale sinks the pelvis down. Inhale. Exhale, rotate to the right hand side and the arms come out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, right hand onto lower back or left thigh, left arm reaches up with the inhale. Exhale, wind pull the arms down to frame the front foot. Back toes tuck, lengthen back leg. Right foot goes into three-legged plank. This time we're going to go into three-legged chaturanga and then into your up dog. So hover in your halfway, then inhale into your up dog. Press both toes down to the ground. Exhale, tuck, untuck the toes, lift the hips. Take it up and back into your downward dog. Straight away into the left side, left foot lifts up into three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to nose and pause. Inhale, left heel lifts up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow twist. Inhale, left heel lifts up. Exhale, use your core, step left foot in between the hands, right knee lowers to the ground. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, sink the pelvis down. Take an inhale. Exhale, rotate and then open up the arms. Take an inhale. Exhale, left hand onto back of right thigh or lower back. Right arm reaches up with the inhale. Exhale, wind pull the arms down to frame the front foot. Back leg lengthens, left foot steps back into plank or three-legged plank. Take it through chaturanga or knees and chest. Inhale to lift up into a strong back bend. And exhale to lift up into your downward facing dog. Long breath in. And a long breath out. As you exhale, take your knees to the ground, walk your hands to the front two corners of your mat, lower your chest, look forwards, either your chin comes to the ground, or if that doesn't feel comfortable, then look back and lower your forehead to the ground instead. Nice one, guys. Feeling that slide of the spine right from the tip of your tailbone down through the lower back, the mid back, the upper back, all the way into the base of your skull. Feel your chest melt down and your shoulders open up. Another moment to relax the belly, let the abdominals stretch. And now I want you to start engaging the core. So it's the core that's going to make you move. So you're going to engage the core, the navel draws back to the back of the rib cage, and it starts to lift up towards the ceiling. So it's the lower back that's going to move first, then the mid back, then the upper back. You're going to bring yourself into a cat pose. So you're just going to walk your hands back, keeping that round through the spine. Press the hands down and let your chin tuck down to the chest. As you inhale, lift your chest forwards into your cow pose. And as you exhale, scoop your belly in. The movement comes from the core, round through the spine, coming into your cat pose. Twice more like that. Inhale as you lift chest forwards and feel your shoulder blades glide down the back. Your core is still engaged even though you're stretching it out. Exhale, round, scoop belly in. Good, and really dome into the shoulder blades. Last time. Inhale to let your chest reach forwards, imagining a smile spreading across the chest all the way to your shoulders, and exhale to scoop it all back in. Lovely. Just inhaling to find a neutral spine again, tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back into downward facing dog. From here, you're going to look forward towards your hands. You're going to take a slight bend into your elbows. So what I want you to do, instead of the elbows coming out to the side, I want you to wrap them around, just like you would do if you were coming into a dolphin pose. Then with that bend and bounce in the elbows, you're going to bounce your way back to the back of the mat. So that might be one bounce if you're feeling super strong, it might be 5 or it might be 50. And once you get to the back of the mat, you're going to inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. And then as you inhale, you're going to bring yourself all the way around and up, reaching the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Now if you've got the feet wide like I have, just step them together. Tips of the big toes together, and you're going to leave a tiny gap in the heels. Then you're going to bend your knees, get into your chair pose for your legs. Then you're going to swoop the arms all the way up. If it feels okay for your shoulders and your lower back. If it starts to feel a bit pinchy anywhere, just bring your hands back to heart center or onto your hips. Now feel like you're going to slide your shoulder blades a little bit further down. Fingertips are still reaching up. Then you're going to send your pelvis a little bit further back. So you're really bringing the weight into your heels. Well done. And then if you look down, you should be able to see your toes beyond your knees. And you're going to really squeeze your knees together. And imagine your glutes as well are trying to wrap around to meet each other behind you. Core is still nice and tight, and the rib cage is scooping in. So it's knitting together. Take another breath in. Exhale, fold it forwards. Good. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands forwards into a plank pose. If you need to part the feet slightly, part the feet. Take a long breath in. Exhale, either knees, chest or chaturanga. Inhale as you lift up into your up dog or baby cobra. And exhale as you take it all the way back into your downward facing dog. Next inhale, you're lifting the left heel high into three-legged dog. The exhale, you're going to bring your right knee over to your left knee, and you're going to pause it there. Then you're going to take your right foot over to the left-hand side of your mat. You're going to come onto the inside of your left foot, press down into your right hand and lift your left arm high. If it feels okay, your inner thighs are going to draw together, and you're going to lift that right foot up away from the ground. Then you're going to take it back down. We haven't done this before, so listen carefully. Taking the right foot back down, then you're going to lift it all the way back up. Yes, twice more. Taking it back down, lifting it back up. If this feels too much, just start to take the right knee to the ground instead. Last one. Lifting right leg up. Good. Try to keep that right leg lifted now. Take the left hand to the ground. Spin around the left leg. Right foot goes over to the right hand side of your mat. Left leg stays long. Wild thing. You're lifting your right arm all the way up and back. Glutes are squeezed together. Your core is still switched on. There's lots of things to think about, but make sure the core is engaged. Take another breath in. Exhale, take the right hand to the ground. The inhale, lift the right heel back up into three-legged dog. Well done. Stepping the right foot in between the hands. From here, coming up onto your fingertips. Just to give you a little bit more space, if you've got bricks, you can use bricks. Then you're going to inhale, lengthen your right leg just until you start to feel a stretch, and you're going to flex the right foot. Then you're going to exhale to lunge. We're going to do that 3 more times. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lunge. Last time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lunge. Well done. Bring your hands to heart center now and lift your belly away from that right thigh. It's strong on the right quad. Keep the top of your head reaching forwards and then glide that left heel up into your warrior three. Keep a slight bend in that right knee. It's always a little bit easier to balance with a bent knee. Then flex your left foot and press your left heel back. Press your hands together now and slide your shoulder blades down the back. Keep the top of the head reaching forwards. Take another long breath in. And then exhale, let you look forwards, and you're going to bring your left knee in towards your chest. If you lose balance, just reset. Well done. Just take a moment here to breathe. Then turn your left knee out to the side. Take your left ankle across your right thigh. Keep the left foot flexed, bend your right knee, send the pelvis back and the chest forwards. Stretching out the left glutes. If you've got your arm balance here, take the hands to the floor. I'm not warm enough, especially in the morning. My body doesn't go there. But if you've got the arm balance, taking the hands to the floor and hooking that left foot around the right arm. Who was that little laugh over there? As you inhale, bringing the left knee back into chest. Exhale, you're flying that left leg back into warrior three just for a moment before you bend into the right knee. Take the left foot all the way down to the floor. Take the hands to the ground. Shuffle your right foot over to the right hand side of your mat. And then you're going to lower your left knee to the ground. Well done. So you've got the option of either staying here, drawing the chest forwards again. Your core is still active, your glutes are still active, and your hips are sinking down. You can bend up your left knee, take your right arm up, take hold of the left foot, and bring the left foot in towards the left bum cheek. You've got the option, if you're in either position, to take that right knee out to the side and come onto the blade of the right foot. Just make sure as you do that you're not putting too much pressure in your lower back. You've still got engagement through the core and through the glutes. Then once you're there, you might want to take a little bit of a rotation, look towards your left foot. Your core is still engaged, but the breath is deep. One more breath in. Exhale, release that left foot back down to the floor. Take the right hand to the ground, tuck your back toes, lengthen your back leg. Right foot comes back down to the floor if it was opened out to the side. Nice one. Again, option to stay here. You can look forwards and just sway the pelvis forwards and back. Or you can have a little go at strengthening up the inner thighs. So you're going to press that right knee into the top of the right arm, peel the right foot away from the floor. We're going to hold for a breath. Then you're going to take the right foot back down. Then you're going to pull it back up and take it back down. Twice more, guys. Pull it back up. Well done. Take it back down. Really strong through the core. Last time, pull it back up. And then step it back, either plank or three-legged plank, knees, chest, or chaturanga. Or skip it out completely. Inhale as you lift chest forwards. And exhale to take it all the way back into your down dog. Nice one, guys. If you need a rest, take the knees to the ground, either child's pose or puppy dog pose like we did before. If you want to go deeper, if you're like, let's do this, take the forearms to the ground. Nice one. And then walk your feet up towards your elbows. Just pitter-patter them up. Nice one. Then you're going to lift your right leg up towards the ceiling with an inhale. Good. Nice one, yeah. And if you're ready for your pincher, just start to walk that left foot forwards. Well done. Last little go, last breath. Well done, juicy, lovely. Just give yourself a moment to breathe. One more breath in, letting the belly relax. And letting the exhale engage through the core. Lift yourself up into your tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Just like we did before, looking forward towards the fingertips, taking that bend to the elbows. So again, they're not coming out to the side, but they're wrapping in. So you want to imagine that there's little magnets in your elbows and they're trying to draw together. That helps to engage your lats so you're strong through the whole body rather than just putting pressure into the wrists. So getting that bounce in the elbows and then bouncing yourself back to your feet. Well done, good. It's a really hard one. Take another breath in to lengthen. Exhale to fold. You can take your first fingers around your big toes. Take another lengthen. And then as you exhale, draw your belly down towards your thighs, lengthening out the backs of your legs and your lower back. Good. This time the elbows do draw out to the side. So as the elbows draw out to the side, you can start to engage again through the lats and help draw yourself down just a little bit deeper. Feel like it's the top of your head, excuse me, feel like it's the top of your head reaching down towards the floor. For these last two breaths, can you bring a little bit more weight into the balls of the feet? Take a long breath in to lengthen. And as you exhale, we're going to just release the hands, bend the knees, and this time we're going to roll up through the spine. So we're going to start with the engagement through the core. The navel is lifting you up, 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 keeping everything else hanging. Glutes start to engage, press the feet down and roll yourself up to a really strong stance. So pressing feet down means you're engaging through legs, glutes wrap together, core lifts up, tailbone starts to drop down just slightly, not tucking under, but just the sensation of lengthening through the lower back. Smile across the chest and palms facing forwards. We're not going to go into the chair pose this time. The inhale lifts the arms up and the exhale folds you forwards. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk your hands forwards into your plank pose. Your variation of vinyasa flow, or skip it out if you want to. You can just take it back into your down dog. Next inhale, the left heel lifts up into three-legged dog. The exhale brings your left knee over to the right elbow. Nice one. Then you're going to extend that left foot over to the right hand side of your mat. Come onto the inside of your right foot. Lift your right arm up towards the ceiling. Lovely. So again, if this starts to feel too much, your left knee comes down to the ground. If you can, start to lift that left heel away from the ground. Then take it back down and lift it back up. Well done. Take it back down twice more and lift it up. Take it back down once more, lift it up. Good, see if you can hold it there. Take the right hand to the ground, spin around onto the outside of the right foot. Left foot comes to the right side of the mat, left arm reaches all the way back. Glutes are switched on. You're still engaging through the core, even though you're stretching it and breathing deep. Another breath in. Exhale, take the left hand to the ground. Inhale to re-extend that left leg back into three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Good, and come up onto your fingertips. Well done. Then you're going to lengthen your leg just until you feel the stretch, so it doesn't have to lengthen all the way. And then flex your left foot. And then exhale to lunge. Remember, you can use bricks for this one as well. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lunge. Last two. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lunge. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lunge. Good, pressing down through that left foot. Engage through your core, hands come to heart center. Then really pressing down, start to shift your weight forward as that right leg lifts away from the ground. Get strong through the standing leg, bend the left knee slightly. Flex your right foot and then press your right heel back. And press your hands together to engage the side body. Breathe, relaxing your jaw. Then the exhale lets you look forward towards the front of the room. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. Again, if you lose balance, don't worry, just reset. It's a hard transition. Hold it there and breathe. See if you can use your core to draw that right knee just a little bit higher. Then flex your right foot, turn your right knee out to the side, right ankle across left thigh. Bend into left knee, send the pelvis back and your chest forwards. Stretch out your right glutes. Core is still active. And again, if you've got the arm balance, take the hands to the floor. Hook the right foot around the top of the left arm. Well done, good. Everyone breathing. Next, inhale, bring the right knee back into the chest with stability through your core. Exhale, send that right leg back, fly into your warrior three just for a moment, and then bend into your left knee, right foot finds the back of the mat. Well done, good. Take the hands to the floor, wiggle that left foot over to the left hand side of the mat, right knee to the ground. So remember again, you've got the option to stay here, just reaching your chest forwards and sinking your pelvis down. If you want to go a little bit deeper, right knee bends up, taking the left hand onto the right foot and drawing that right heel close. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you're coming onto the outside of the left foot, opening the left knee out to the side, and then you can start to find that rotation. Left shoulder blade draws down the back, looking over towards the back of the room. One more breath in. Let the exhale release it out, taking the right foot back down to the ground and then the sole of the left foot back down. Hands to the floor, back leg lengthens, nice and strong, using your core to engage. Good, well done. Then you're going to squeeze that left knee into the top of the left arm, round slightly through your upper back so that you're nice and strong. Peel that left foot away from the floor. And then take it back down. Remember, you've got the option of just swinging forwards and back as well. 3 more times like that, peeling the left foot away, and then taking it back down. Well done. Twice more. Keep breathing and relax your jaw. Take it back down. 1 more time, take it away. And then step your left foot either back to plank or 3-legged plank. Take it through vinyasa flow, or knees, chest, or just take it straight back into your down dog. Well done, guys. If you went with me last time, lowering your forearms to the ground. If not, it's child's pose. If you feel like you've got a little bit of strength left, you're not doing too much now, you can just come into your dolphin pose without the leg. So if you're in your dolphin, lifting the left leg up towards the ceiling. Good, and maybe taking a few little hops. Go with the other leg again. Oh, you're done, okay. Good, well done, guys. Just sending the pelvis back, feeling the fingertips sliding forwards. Let your belly release. Feel your shins heavy on the ground. And feel the weight of your forehead. Nice one, guys. Now we're going to come into puppy dog pose again. So you're just bringing yourself up, walk your knees in if they're wide for a wide-legged child's pose. Then walk your hands forwards and release your spine down to the ground. Lovely. For this one, we're just going to go for a twist. So you're going to feed your right arm underneath your left, coming to rest on the right-hand side of your face. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Good. So if you're done with any sort of strong activity here, you can stay exactly as you are, or you can just take that left arm behind the back and let it rest. If you want to go for a little balance, you're going to press that left arm to the ground, right arm to the ground, and then you're going to slide the left foot towards the back corner of your mat. Either staying here or starting to lift that left foot away from the ground. The trick for this one, because it is a funky balance, the trick for this one is to keep that left hip bone pointing towards the floor. It wants to come up, but keep it pointing down. And then you can bend that left knee, maybe take hold of the left foot, and maybe start to kick that left foot up towards the ceiling. Well done. Threw myself over trying to get everyone. Yeah, so if you fall, don't worry. The trick is, like I said, the left hip pointing down, but also the right arm really pushing down to the floor. Nice one. Take another breath. And then let's release it out. So coming back into your puppy dog pose, just slide both arms forwards. Let the spine neutralize. Good, and then we're going to slide the left arm underneath the right. And you're going to take the right arm up towards the ceiling. Option to stay here, option to take that right arm behind the back. Or if you want to go a little bit stronger, left arm presses down, right toes slide back. Good, keeping that right hip bone pointing down, right foot starts to lift away from the floor. Good, bending up the right knee, and then maybe taking hold of the right foot and stretching it back. Nice one. So really don't worry if you fall over. It's a hard one to get the mind around. It's more of a practice one than particularly strength. Nice work, guys. It's always easier on one side than the other. All right, let's go back down, bending up the right knee, taking the right hand back down to the floor, and then sliding the left arm forwards, and just releasing yourself back down into your puppy dog. Well done. Looking forward towards the front of your mat. Keep your chest nice and low, elbows drawing out to the side, and slide yourself forwards. Taking the hands to the floor beside you, palms facing down. You're going to take the forehead to the ground first, just to find length through the spine and the back of the neck. I want you to try to keep that length through the back of the neck as much as possible. You're going to press your toes down to the floor and engage your glutes, imagining you're trying to press your pelvis to the floor. Then you're going to look forwards, lift your chest up, slide your shoulder blades together, and lift your hands away from the ground, fingertips drawing back towards the toes. Relax your jaw, and again, really thinking about keeping that length through the back of the neck. A long breath in. And as you exhale, release it out, right ear to the mat, looking over to the left-hand side. Just let your glutes soften and your legs soften. Bring your forehead back down to the mat. Palms facing down. Press toes down, pelvis pushing down. Slide chest forwards, keep neck long. This time maybe taking the hands behind the back if they reach, interlacing the fingers, squeezing the shoulder blades together and reaching the fist down towards the feet. Long breath in, relaxing the jaw. And exhale, release it out to the other side, left ear to the mat. Looking to the right hand side, maybe a little wiggle of the pelvis if that feels nice now. If you have sensitive hip bones now, you can double up your mat, or you can take a blanket if you've got one underneath your hips. Coming back to center, forehead to the mat, palms facing down. Press the feet down, press the pubic bone down, lift the chest forwards. Then start to lift your feet away from the floor. Maybe you can start to lift your spine a little bit higher. And maybe if you want to, you can take the arms behind the back and help guide yourself up just a little bit higher. Relax your jaw, length through the neck, core engaged, breath steady and long. Take another long breath in. Exhale, release it out. Take your hands this time underneath the forehead, bend up your knees and sway your feet from side to side. Good, just releasing it. Lengthening your legs away, take your hands underneath your shoulders, press yourself back into a child's pose, just release out the lower spine, relax your belly. Then roll yourself slowly up to seated. Nice one, guys. Coming down onto your back, so just make your way down however feels comfortable. Just one last little thing for the core before we come into Savasana. So you bring your knees in towards your chest. Just give them a little hug. And now you're going to just relax your arms, take them down beside the body, and then take your knees and legs so they're in a right angle shape. So knees above hips and then feet in line with knees. Good. What you're going to do first is press your lower back to the ground. So you start to engage the core, and then slide your rib cage together. Then you're going to take your right toes to the floor, just tap them down, and then bring them back up. Then tap left toes to the ground and bring them back up. What I want you to think about now is really pressing the lower back down like you're trying to stop someone from sliding a piece of paper from underneath your back. Right toes to the floor, bring them back up, and left toes to the floor. So you should start to really feel this in your core. Maybe you'll start to feel a little bit of a shake. And just taking it right toes and then left toes. Well done. Holding it here, you're going to reach your arms back. Good. Then you're going to start to slide your shoulder blades away from the ground and then reach your arms forwards. Keeping your feet in line with your knees, not like I was letting them come up. And then taking the arms back and releasing your shoulders back down to the floor. Just 3 more times like that, sliding shoulders away, reaching arms forwards, bringing them back and taking them back down. Twice more, sliding shoulders up, reaching arms forwards, good, and back. Last time, sliding shoulders up, reaching arms forwards, and taking them away. Well done. Just bring your knees into your chest, roll the knees from side to side. If you want anything else here, like a happy baby, or if you're missing an inversion, if you want to come into a headstand, then please feel free to do so. You've got a few moments. If you need a little bit of a stretch through your core, take the feet forwards, take the arms back, and just arch the lower back. And stretch out the abdominals. Nice one, guys. Now just relax all the effort in your body. Take your feet to about as wide as your mat. Rest your arms down beside your body. Take a long breath in. A long breath out still through the nose if you're in this space. If you're at home, you can take it out through the mouth. Relax your dry breath. Relax your core. Release your shoulders. Relax your jaw, your forehead, your eyeballs, the tongue inside your mouth. Let your mind focus in on how your body is feeling. As the name suggests, power flow should make you feel strong and powerful. So if there were some moves there that the body couldn't quite get into, that's absolutely fine. But you know that you've built more strength. So let that strength settle into your very core. Letting that physical strength represent mental strength, the mental resilience that you practice when you go through challenging postures and challenging movement. As you rest here now, let your body soak it all in. And allowing your body now for a very well-deserved rest. Relaxing all the muscles in your feet, all the muscles in your legs, all of the muscles around your groin and pelvis and hips. Relaxing all of the muscles around your chest, your lower back, your belly, your shoulder blades. Relax the muscles around your shoulders and your arms and your hands. Relax the muscles surrounding your throat and the back of your neck. Relax the muscles surrounding your scalp, your jaw, your ears, your temples, your cheeks, your nose, your eyes, and your forehead. As you breathe, feeling the oxygen flood around your veins, feeding your muscles. Take another slower breath in. And a slower breath out. And gently start to let your head sway from side to side. Then you've got the space in the room to let your arms slide all the way round to the side and all the way back to give yourself a lovely long stretch. Again, you can reach the feet forward. You can even have a little wiggle of the rib cage from side to side or hips from side to side. And then roll yourself over onto one side, whichever side is your favorite. Take an arm or a hand underneath the head as a pillow. And take a moment there just to rest. And then pressing the hand down to the ground, bring yourself up to a seat, keeping your eyes closed. Find length through the spine, strength through the core, with a softness around the edges. Thank yourself this morning for getting up and getting onto the mat and practicing something that's really good for your body and even more so for your mind. Bring the hands to heart center. Take another moment just to feel grateful for yourself. Because a lot of the time we let our little voice of criticism in. And that's natural, it's just human nature. It's almost our instinct to have criticism piling into the mind. But if you take a few moments of gratitude every day, things get a little bit lighter. Let the thumbs come up to the third eye, the space in between the eyebrows. Let the chin bow down to the chest. Thanks everyone. Thank you, thanks. Well done guys. It's challenging.
Yeah.
Good work. That's a really good way to start your day.